Shanti sister, how are you?
Shanti, brother, I'm good. And
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I'm fine. We just celebrated Diwali in India. Happy Diwali. Uh, and we are going to see a very powerful Avyakt Murli. The original date of that is 17/7/1969. And the title of Murli is Methods to Create the Avyakt Stage. So you continue reading that, sister.
Shanti, Avyakt Babdada Madhavan, and
Mm,
the title Methods to Create the Avyakt Stage.
mm.
Do you like the Avyakt stage? Or do you prefer to come into the corporeal stage? Is there sound in the Avyakt stage? Do you wish to stay beyond sound? When all of you are trying to stay beyond sound, and you also like that, then why do you call Babdada into corporeal world? What effort through which you can maintain the Avyakt stage? No. What effort should you make in order to constantly remain in the Avyakt stage?
Mm.
Give an answer in just one word through which you can maintain the Avyakt stage. Which one word should you remember so that you are able to create the Avyakt stage? Give one word through which your thoughts, words, and actions remain Avyakt whilst being in the corporeal stage, to be soul consciousness. Soul consciousness means an Avyakt stage. So what should you remember for that stage? What effort should you make? So many questions.
Yeah, the
What one
answer is
word to
uh,
be
and
soul consciousness?
self-conscious. That's the
And
keyword.
what effort?
That's the keyword.
Yes,
Yeah.
keyword.
No.
So we call Baba to
Mm.
corporeal world, but actually we should go to his to
Oh,
his vibration.
oh, that's the reason he is asking. Why did you call me when you want to become bodiless? Why are you calling me into this corporeal world
Yeah.
when your
So
aim
we need
itself
to
is
go
to
to
be
him,
corporeal?
not
Yeah.
not call him here.
Wow. That's the slap on the face. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's very
Yeah.
good. It's
Mm,
say how it's simple to be in Avyakt stage. It's very simple. You
mm,
just have to be soul consciousness. All your
self-conscious.
thoughts, all your words and
Yeah,
actions.
that's true. So the way Baba um, just conducts the Murli by increasing the curiosity is amazing. He could have said soul consciousness is the root cause of avyakt stage, but instead, just to make us imbibe that, he's inducing the curiosity within us before letting us know the answer for that, so that it will be deeply ingrained in us. So that's his technique. So that's why he is asking. Um, if that's amazing, if you are soul conscious, uh, we don't know when we become body conscious. Even if you want to become soul conscious, you will be soul conscious 1 second. Within the next second, you will be body conscious automatically because we are living in Ravan's kingdom. So that's the reason. If your thought should remain avyakt, then you should ask this question: am I soul conscious while having this thought? Is this thought raised due to body consciousness or soul consciousness? That's the thing. For example, if we have some past enmity with a guy, so when you see him, if you find yourself angry, then you are absolutely body conscious. Because if you are soul conscious and if you are able to see him as a soul, then you will not remember what he did with that body. So that's the reason he wants us to be soul conscious. Because if you remember that soul, We know all soul looks the same. All soul was Sato Pradhan in the beginning. They were perfect in the beginning. So you should be able to recall that. That's when we can call ourselves to be in the soul conscious stage. So
Yes.
soul,
But
yeah,
also, me, the soul conscious stage is very connected to the inner feeling of silence
right.
because and simplicity. Because when Baba say stay like to be in inner silence,
Mm,
it means you don't feel connected to anything uh, outside the world, in
that,
outside world.
that,
You're totally
mm,
disinterested and totally disconnected. It doesn't mean you don't have love for your family and everyone who comes. It means you interact with them, you give them love and everything, but
yeah.
still you are not involved too much.
Mainly, we will give them respect because uh, maybe
So think like
maybe they do things that doesn't deserve respect right now, but they must have done something that he deserved respect, and also he is going to do something that's going to demand respect because we are seeing with the three aspects of time every time. But non-BKs, on the other hand, they just see what is right in front of them and they judge. Here, we know the three aspects. Everybody was perfect in the beginning. Everybody is imperfect now. Everybody will be perfect again. When that's soul consciousness. Only when you are focusing on the soul, you will be able to see the three aspects. If you are focusing on the body, you won't know. For example, if you see someone very beautiful, you will think, wow, how beautiful they are. That's body consciousness. But if you are soul conscious, you know no matter how beautiful they are, it is nothing compared to how they were when they were in the beginning, when they were taking their first birth. And also, uh, it might be a beautiful girl now, and previously that could be a boy, maybe an ugly boy. We don't know. So when we are concerned about every single birth of that soul, we will no longer be attracted to the body. So that's the thing. And there's nothing to get attracted with the soul. It's just a point of light. So
very interesting
yeah.
to think. And when you say respect,
Mm,
sometimes it's not easy, like to respect those that disrespect you.
that's
But
true.
that is like the most important to give them respect also,
Yeah.
like on a higher level. It doesn't mean you have to uh, like how to say you have to cross your borders,
Mm,
but you have to respect the soul because the soul feels if they need love, if they need something, and when they start complaining, if you
mm,
give them understanding, respect, love, then they stop complaining. But if you start complaining with them, there is nothing happening,
mm,
not raising the vibration at all. So it's very good, like when we raise the vibration of ourselves first with our thoughts, when we check our thoughts, when we see, oh, what is happening in my mind when this one's saying this, oh, let me not spoil my mind and let me not spoil my state
yes.
because of this happening.
That's
So that's like very good when you are Brahmin to check yourself and
mm,
to stay with those kind of thoughts, and that's also make you angel. Avyakt stage is a stage of angel,
that's true.
so that's also make you an angel because your thoughts are pure, your wishes are pure for
It
everyone,
should be. Yeah, it should.
and that's most important because wherever you spoil, even with one drop of how we say,
Poison.
one drop of toxin
Mm,
or poison can spoil the ocean. So it means let's not make that drop
yeah.
into our minds. So to see everyone like as beautiful because of ourselves, it make us more beautiful and make us more powerful.
Mm, that's true. And also, I'd like to bring this example from Ramayana. Lord Ram was sent out of his home into the forest because of the jealousy of his stepmother because she wants her son to claim the throne. So uh, she forced her husband Dasharath to chase Ram away and make her son Bharat as the king of Ayodhya. Um, so when Ram listened to this, he didn't get angry, he didn't get worried. He was he was with a divine smile, and he was saying, "That's it. It doesn't matter if I rule or my brother rule. There's no difference." And I should thank my mother that she knows my true longing to have that renunciate life. So this is not a curse. This is a blessing for me. So he smilingly accepts that, leaves the place, and his wife Sita joins him. His another brother Lakshman joins him, and uh, that stepmother, whose name was Kaikeyi, her son Bharat was not there. But it's later he came to know this, and he gets really angry with his mother for sending his brother away. So he says, I will not accept the throne. Only my brother Ram is deserving this throne. So, and another thing is, Ram never speaks ill of Kaigeyi, who is responsible for throwing him out of the kingdom. Instead, he will always praise her. And also, if somebody scolds her in front of him, he he is quick in stopping that and saying, "You shouldn't be speaking like that to your mother. She's our mother. She didn't do anything harm to us. It is predestined. It is God's wish. She's just an instrument." And he would always recall that Kaigeyi loves him more than his own mother, Kosala. That was true. Till that very day, if somebody asks Kaigeyi about her son, the first thing that comes to her mind is Ram, not Bharat. She loves him like that. But just a day before he was to be throned, uh, her servant, her maid servant, corrupts her mind by saying, if Ram becomes a king, then you will be treated like a servant, not as a queen. That's when her mind changes. But he always gives respect to Kaikeyi. Even before leaving the kingdom, he gets her blessing, and he has to spend 14 years in the forest as per the curse. So he spent, after finishing that, when he comes back, he doesn't go and meet his own mother first. He goes and meet Kaikeyi, his stepmother, and he takes her blessing first. So that's how we get blessings from our enemies or those who hate us, because that's very essential. Because anyway, our parents are going to bless us, our friends and well wishers are going to bless us, but it is very difficult to get blessing from our enemy. So that's the very thing Ramayan teaches. Every um, along this story, you will find this message throughout this story. Even in some Bible story, it is mentioned like that. Jacob, when he was crossing a river in the middle of the night, one guy, one stranger guy, comes and strikes fight with him for no reason, and he was also fighting with him, and nobody can conquer each other. So it becomes morning. Then that stranger guy decides to leave him alone. So when he was trying to leave him away, then Jacob hold his leg tightly. Now that stranger guy says, "Now I'm not going to fight with you. Why are you holding my leg? Please leave it." Then Jacob says, "I won't leave you unless you bless me." So such is the power of blessing. Even if you are facing conflict for no fault of yours, it's because it is happening because you had some karmic bondage in your past birth. So it is essential to settle that and get the blessings from them. So that's the essence of Baba's knowledge. That's the reason he asks us to be soul conscious. Only then you will know the worst enemy of yours might be your best friend in your previous birth, or maybe your own mother or kid. Who knows? Whatever
You
you,
never know.
yeah, whatever you do
Of
now,
course, blessings are important. Yeah,
important. Yeah.
definitely. That's
So
why we have to be humble.
yeah, that's true. So when you are soul conscious, you will think of all these possibilities. What if she is my mom? What if she is my daughter? Now she might be in a different body, posing like a dreadful enemy to me. But in reality, the soul might be my close relative in my past. Obviously, it should be like that, or else they wouldn't be coming to you. So now, maybe you might have deserted them in your previous birth, so that's why they are very angry with you. So you have to see, if it is your daughter, your own daughter, no matter what she does, you will never get angry with her, right? So whenever you see your enemy, just think for a second, what if it's my daughter? What if it's my own mother, my father, my sister or brother, or my spouse? Because you are ready to give a sacrifice anything for your spouse and your mother or daughter,
The only person that you said that I'm never gonna get angry on would probably be my kid.
kid. Yeah,
Everything else,
yeah, that's
and little bit mother, but everything else, so and so.
mhm. Yeah, that's
Pause. Oh,
yeah,
it's the biggest karmic account actually between spouses. Yeah,
yeah. That's the
it's
reason.
interesting. But if you look them as your brother, or if your child, it's like more mercy.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that comes with being soul conscious. That's the reason he wants us to be soul conscious. If you are able to, now Baba says, consider everyone to be a soul brother of you. Soul brother. Because we have taken 84 births. Who knows how many brothers we had, how many mothers we had, how many, of course, we will be having 84 mothers,
Aunties, don't forget aunties.
aunties,
They are
several
also
relationships.
very
Uh,
important.
yeah. So when you see each other, now you don't have to go to that relationships, but consider them to be your brother, brother's soul, and your
Yeah.
dad is God Himself. So only when you are able to have that brotherly love, then we'll be eligible to call him as our Baba. Or else we can't call him Baba. Baba says, if you can't see each other as your soul brother, if you have vicious vision, then don't call me your Baba. You're spoiling the name of the family. Even in Laukik family, the brother and sister are not supposed to have physical love, right? So that being the case, you belong to the highest family on the planet, which is the Brahmin family. Now, if you lust after your own brother or own sister, then how can you call me your daddy? It's better you don't call yourself as a BK anymore. That's what Baba says.
It's good for the BKs, and if we
Yeah.
also see someone from the previous life who is not BK, but we probably have some karmic account or something,
Yeah.
we have to stay very very stable and very soul consciousness, because they don't see us, they don't teach this knowledge every day like we.
Yeah.
So we have to be like strong, very strong, and
Yeah.
Baba always help. I hope the more service we do, the more we remember him. He
Yeah.
always help us
Yeah.
to make the best for the soul.
Yeah.
That's also important.
Yeah.
Gradually,
Hmm.
all of you will have the stage when you will be able to know beforehand what is inside each one. This is why you are made to practice this. The more you stabilize yourself in the Avyakt stage, whether someone speaks through the mouth or not, the more you will be able to know that one's feeling beforehand. Such a time will come. This is why you are made to practice this. So Baba was asking you first, what one word should you remember to consider yourself to be a guest? If you consider yourself a guest, you will be able to become the final, perfect stage that has been remembered. If you consider yourself a guest, then whilst being in the corporeal form, you will be able to remain in the Avyakt stage. A guest does not have any attachment to anyone. We are guests even in this body. We are also guests in this old world. Since we are guests in this body, why should we have attachment to it? You have to use this body for just a little while. What will you become there if you become a guest here? The more you are a guest here, the greater a master of the world you will be there. You are not the master of this world. You are guests in this world and masters of the new world. The reason you come into the feeling of the corporeal is that you do not consider yourself to be guests. You consider yourself to have a right over things. This is why you have attachment. If you consider yourself a guest, all these things will finish.
It's amazing. So
Yes.
Baba explains everything with just a single word. In the previous paragraph, he asked us to remember soul consciousness. That's enough to become Avyakt. Now he is asking us to remember just a single word, guest. I'm the guest to this world, to this body, to the family, to everybody. When you uh, have the awareness of being a guest, you will not control others. It is because, and also you will not have attachment. It is because of the attachment you try to control others. So obviously we will have that humility. We will stay humble when we have this feeling of being a guest, and we'll be uh, thankful all the time for whatever we receive as a guest, even from your family members. But if you think as the owner of the family, then your arrogance erupts. And before that, Baba says another important point, that if you are able to be soul conscious all the time, you'll be able to not predict, you will definitely know what other things even before he
Mhm.
speaks. That's how
Mhm.
Baba, that's why Baba says in many Avyakt Murlis that when you uh, try to send a letter to me, even before you put it into words, it reached me. So when that
Baba feel us.
starts, yeah, Baba says we can do that.
But I think this,
Mm,
what Baba said, is already happening. That we know the souls already before,
mm,
because it was Murli
mm,
1969. It's already happening.
yes,
That we know the intentions. That we know the soul, like
that's true.
even before they speak, even before anything happens.
Mm,
It's already happening.
yes, that's amazing. Uh, and also, you'll be able to know their feelings because uh, um, today I was speaking with one sister who doesn't know my language. I don't know her language. But actually, through one common person who knows both languages. But she was asking me whether I have eaten in her language. Somehow I guessed it correctly, and I said yes, I have taken in my language. And I was asking whether I predicted it right. Then she was saying we can catch the feeling. She's saying that in her language I was even getting that. So that's what Baba does. That's what we need to do in the end, because we have to give power to everybody by knowing what they need. So we'll be able to catch them only when we are absolutely soul conscious, which means we don't have any attachment towards anybody, anything, including our own body. Only then we will be able to go beyond the limited things. That is my family, my center. Only when you are able to renounce that, you will be able to consider the world as your family. As long as you are into the attachment of the limited, you will no longer become unlimited.
Even on job, you should be like a guest.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
That's
a
the
guest here.
yeah, that's the
Then you
thing.
don't feel competition. You don't feel like
Mm.
you compete. You just
Yes, yeah,
serve.
that what you're saying is 100% true, sister. Because in jobs, sometimes we will see our juniors going ahead of us in terms of salary, although they underperform. That will kindle jealousy in us. But instead, what we should focus on is, am I getting paid for what I'm doing? That's enough for me. Why should I bother about why others are treated better than me? I'm getting what I deserve. Actually, I'm getting more than what I deserve. That should be the thing that should go in our mind. And I think
Never
that
compare. Never compare, because you never know
yeah,
the
we
whole
don't know.
story. It's
Yeah.
the mind is interesting. We like to compare, but it's like
Mm,
never, the story in the mind is never like accurate when
yeah.
we compare.
That's the reason Baba says always be an introvert. Never become an extrovert, because you will never be at peace. Always focus on the uh, state of mind. How my mind is. Is it peaceful now? Is it content now? Because I have God who is the ocean of peacefulness. I have no reason to be peaceless. As long as I stay connected, I'll be peaceful. That's enough for me to stay peaceful. I don't need any materialistic thing or any compliments from others to stay content. So that's the thing. Only when you are able to do this, you will be able to understand what's going on in others' mind. That too, to make them content, not to expect anything from them. You know
To make
exact.
them content on the spiritual way,
Yeah, yeah,
not the
that's true.
material way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because people go to temple purely for that peacefulness. They don't expect money in temples. As soon as they step in, they feel that positive, pure, peaceful vibration. That's why they go. But we are living deities. We should be able to give more than they receive from the temples. After all, it is our idol. It is just an idol, not the living form. We are the living form. So we should be able to give that. So in order for that, you need to be soul conscious. So there are so much to being soul conscious. In the beginning, what is the just considering ourselves to be soul and thinking of God as a point of light? It doesn't make any sense in the beginning. But as you progress, as you make practice, as you experience, you will know the depth of it. You want to explore more and more. So that's the power of soul consciousness. And what do you want to add, sister?
It's a very good paragraph, and that Baba say we should feel like a guest. It's a good reminder whenever we feel too much involved in any situation, and emotionally, if we feel like we should get more, and or we should be respected more or something, it's good to remember this. I'm just a guest here.
Just a guess, yes.
Or
Whatever I'm
nothing
getting,
belongs to me.
yeah, yeah,
Nothing belongs to me. This body also don't belongs to me.
yeah.
This
That,
I don't know, the mouth doesn't belong to me. It belongs to Baba. It should serve the world. They should not serve me.
I,
Sometimes we use the mouth to serve ourselves, or the eyes, or it should all be for, of course, for the highest service. But we should always remember that, to be like an angel. We don't have to speak nothing. We just have to stay on higher consciousness, and it's already like
yeah.
big thing.
And another thing I'd like to add is the true example I saw right before my eyes. She was my college mate. She was very beautiful, and guys will go after her, and she loves that. They would be continuously proposing her. She wouldn't say yes or no. She just wants them follow her.
Attention.
Yeah, maybe she loves the attention. So that's how, and everybody, even very rich guys, were after her. But after some time, uh, she didn't accept anybody. Maybe she was expecting uh, more beautiful and more rich person, I guess. So she didn't accept anybody. But she was poor. Although she was beautiful, she was born to a poor family, not poor, average family. Then what happened was she was getting some disease, rheumatoid arthritis. She was bedridden, and in addition, she got sugar. She got one by one, and the treatment she has to take for rheumatoid arthritis makes her lose all her hair. No matter how beautiful a girl is, when she goes bald, how would she look like? Then all of a sudden she becomes very fat because of the steroid tablet she takes as a painkiller. So she lost beauty. Then she had two brothers. One got married, another one he is jobless. Uh, he's not worried about anything, I guess. Then one fine day, her mother died. Then she got some wound in her leg, uh, but her father, he becomes a Christian. He had very strong faith in Christianity, that he says that it would be cured just by prayer. So he was adamant, and the wound gets worse and worse to a point where there is no choice but to cut off her leg. Already it was very difficult for her to walk because of that disease. And uh, now she couldn't even move from her bed. She needs somebody's help to clean her toilet. She's like a newborn baby. So at that point, even her father died. Now, uh, his brother, her brother, uh, he was taking care of her just for a month. Then his wife told, if she is going to stay here, I will go out of here. Then he said he couldn't give up his wife for the sister. So he asked his sister and brother to go away. Then her younger brother said, elder brother was with a good job. Even he was not ready to look after you. Why should I look after you? Go join some home. So now she is in home, and every day she is thinking of committing suicide because she has.
Oh,
So we are saying
is she familiar to Brahma Kumaris? Does she know about Brahma Kumaris?
whenever I get a chance, I say that to her, but she is not ready to listen to that with wholeheartedly. She was saying, if I listen to this, will I be getting cured?
Oh, I know those
Yeah,
souls. Yeah, I
yeah,
know those souls.
that's the thing. Mm,
They are not ready to give up on
mm,
something
that's the thing.
on their own minds. They are
Even
not ready to give up on their own mind.
yeah, even when she was not into that critical condition, I used to give her this knowledge, but she was not into it. She was asking me more and more negative questions. How can I believe like that? Now she is so pathetic. So now, and the point I want to make is, the since she committed because of her beauty, external beauty. Of course, it's because of the charitable acts she performed in her previous birth, she got that beautiful body. But with that body, she misused. She made guys waste their time uh, following her. She could have stopped it. She didn't stop. She would just call them. She would speak for hours. But when they say I love you, really, really, she wouldn't say yes or no. She would just make fool of everybody. Now she is, and just think, she did not have any physical contact with anybody, but still she is punished like that. Then think about those who who are in
It's not
physical
a
contact with her.
punishment. It should be liberation, but the soul doesn't know that.
Yeah,
It's liberation in a sense that now
mm,
she can go beyond that and learn something, but she choose that to be punishment.
yeah, that's true. But
Yeah,
but she
because
has,
the soul.
yeah, but she is without money, even to pay the home. Of course, she will be getting the pension from her father, but it will take some time. So now she is begging everybody to marry her. She is in her 40s now. Who will marry her? She is 44 and without any beauty and without legs, and they have to uh, take care of her like a newborn baby. So
She get attention at least to be taken care of.
to be care, yeah. But now it's because the world has become so corrupted, they can get anyone through internet. So why would they choose her now? Even her lovers, they wouldn't accept her now. So that's the uh, extent
But
this
it's
body
not beyond
consciousness will make.
that. It's visible how there is so much body consciousness in the lovers also. They are also low energy because they only want to see beauty.
Yeah, that's
Everyone wants
true.
to see beauty.
Yeah.
So it's very
And,
low.
and another thing is, sister, those lovers are very happy now that she rejected them, or else they would
Yeah,
be in big trouble now.
it's all together
Yeah,
very ironic.
yeah,
Uh, my plug stop
yeah, I
because
understand.
for the soul,
Hmm.
you never know what the soul really
Yeah.
needs and why that's
So
happening.
that's the
Maybe
reason. Yeah, that's the reason we should stay humble all the time. When we consider that's given to us temporarily as ours, we'll be in big trouble. That's why Baba asked us to consider yourself to be a guest all the time. Then you will not misbehave. You will not have that arrogance. So
yes.
now nobody is going to save her.
But there is also arrogance in those who see the body
Yeah, that's
as a
true.
beauty.
That's
They
true.
also they say,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're so beautiful." They also feeding that. They
Yeah.
are also responsible. It's not only her responsibility.
Yeah, that's true. But still,
But
uh,
beauty is beauty.
we can't blame others, right? We have to
But we
take
can
responsible for ourselves. That's the thing.
no
Uh,
blaming. It's just
yeah.
relaxing. So
Mm,
stay humble.
yeah. And this particular line I love the most. You consider yourself to have right over things when you are when you don't consider yourself to be a guest. That's why you have attachment. When you have
I
no
was
right.
like days
Mm,
before
mm,
my friend. He also very interesting, so very weird
mm,
in a way. And he gets some present for one friend that was our mutual friend, but no one now speaking with him.
mm.
And he asked this friend to give him the present that he gave to him. For
He wants her to return the present.
it was very funny, but he was very offended that he had to bring back the gift.
Yeah, there are people like that. Even
Okay,
I think.
now you have to
Uh,
give me back all that
uh,
I give
yeah,
for
they,
your birthday. I don't care.
yeah. Even they go to court for this. One girl was, I think it happened in Singapore. One girl was chatting with him for years, and he has mistaken it for love. Now he files the case against the girl, saying that she has wasted my time, wasted my everything, and she has cheated me, not accepting my proposal. It's very strange. So people, if
Ego,
they, hmm,
ego of the man and
hmm,
for the woman manipulation.
yeah,
Men play with ego card. They want to be like the most important, even if they are not. Even when you
hmm,
say them no, they don't understand that. They
yeah.
don't understand the word no. Then they say in the end, you use me. No, you didn't. You say them maybe no, but they choose to stay and fight because they like to fight. They like what is not reachable. It's
That-
ego.
yeah,
Like, oh,
that's true.
that's
Uh,
the games of Ravan world.
yeah, and the main reason is they are not content with themselves. If they are content with themselves, why should they depend on others?
Because that is
Mm,
like for the Ravan world, that is like
yeah.
something. The most highest love is like love between man and a woman, and
Mm,
every movie shows beautiful women
that's true.
and the men who fight for them, and the more they fight, the more they get, and it's not
Mm,
like that in the real world.
yeah, that's true. So, um,
Should we the last paragraph?
yes, sister, go on.
The last one is hold together.
Mm,
All of you have to know your bank balance. Do you use up all that you earn, or do you also accumulate some? Do you use up all that you earn, or do you also accumulate some?
mm,
Have you made a total of how much you have accumulated? According to how much you have accumulated, are you content with yourself? No. Is there going to be another time for accumulating? How much time is there? There isn't time and you are not content. So, what will happen then? You should all pay special attention to this. You have to increase your balance. You should at least have enough so that you yourself remain content. Each one of you has to accumulate that much. Do you want to accumulate enough just for yourself or for others also? Do you not have to accumulate enough to donate to others? Now, such a time will come that others, in the form of beggars, will beg from you. How will you be able to give them something? Only when you have accumulated that much. The children of the bestover are all bestovers. Those people will remain thirsty for a second drishti, second drishti and a
One
few
hour.
in
Now such a time will come that others in the form of beggars will beg from you, so will you not give them anything? You will have to accumulate that much. You have to accumulate yourself, but together with that, such a scene will come in front of all of you when all those who today consider themselves to be full will come in the form of beggars and beg from you. How will you be able to give them something? Only when you have accumulated that much, the children of the bestower are all bestowers. Those people will remain thirsty for a second's drishti and a few invaluable words from you. Make effort keeping such a scene of the final moments in front of you. A hungry soul that comes to your doorstep should not go away empty handed. What did Sakar Baba demonstrate to you? Not a single soul should go away discontented. No matter what kind of a soul someone is, he should go away contented. So you should think about such things and not just for yourself. You are now the creators. Behind each creation of yours, there is further creation. When parents do not have any children, their earnings are just for themselves. But when they have a creation, they have to look after the creation very well. You have used and enjoyed the earnings that were just for yourself um,
for a long time.
for a long time. Now you also have to look after your creation. Have you seen your creation? How big is your creation? Is it a small creation or a big one? Bab Dada is seeing the result of each one and is speaking on the basis of that. How big is the creation of each star? The bigger the creation here, the greater will be your kingdom there. How many have you created here? Have you seen your creation? Do you know the future? All of you are creators. But have you created a big creation or a small one? We have the hope that it is a big one. With a big creation, there is a bigger responsibility. Acha, it's amazing.
It's amazing paragraph.
Yeah.
It's of
Even
really
Yeah, even in physical sense, I know one sister used to say, I want to earn a lot because I want to help poor a lot. So that's the reason she wants to earn a lot in a physical way. But what we are going to give them is something that nobody can give. Only we BKs can give. So have we accumulated that much power? Power of purity, power of peacefulness, power of strength to face everything we need to accumulate not only for ourselves but also for others. If you are doing it only for yourself, then you are selfish. That's why Baba says you always keep that in mind. Your goal is there. So there are many people you must have heard about some beast, Mr. Beast, YouTuber, famous YouTuber.
yeah,
He
yeah, I know.
yeah, he helps a lot. Whatever he gets, he just gives, and he gets just to give. And many YouTubers are inspired by him and they are trying to do the same. So likewise, but that's I don't know what he is going to get in return because this is going to be his last birth, right? But what we are going to give, we are going to get the return for this for the next 21 births.
For
So
me, what
mm,
really touched me here is when Baba say many souls become in a form of beggars to you.
yes,
It's already happening actually. That some souls are coming and beg you for attention, beg you for love, beg you for
true.
like uh,
That's true.
I don't know the way they recognize love,
Mm,
but it's uh, already like that.
yes,
We can recognize what Baba really give us when you see others are really begging for the attention. And we were also beggars before when we came to Baba. We were also beggars because didn't accumulate nothing, and we wanted attention from the senior, from this one, from that one,
Mm.
until we accumulate to our own account, and then others coming to us also with the same needs.
That's
And
true.
it's very important to create the creation and the children and
Mm.
to sustain them, to have pure feelings for them. Very important.
And funny thing is, this is Kali Yuga, where everybody is bankrupt, but still they want to have many children. I don't know why they want to have many children when they can't even feed themselves.
Yes.
But we should have lots of children, lots of subjects. We should have created lots of subjects. That's how
And at least
big the
we
kingdom
should,
will be.
we
Mm.
cannot create someone. At least we should be remain content. If we are not capable to create anyone, Baba say at least you remain content. You
Mm.
don't go down with your own self. If you cannot accumulate more,
Mm.
then accumulate at least for yourself.
Yeah. Then another thing is you said about people begging for love. And Baba also has mentioned in one Murli that people are uh, they are very thirsty for a single drop of selfless love. Wherever they go, they see nothing but selfish love, whether it's from parents, from kids, from siblings. Everybody is selfish now. So they are thirsty for a drop of selfless love from God, and God gives that through us, through BKs. So when they see you, when they listen to every single word of you, they should have the feeling that they are listening directly from God. So for that you need that yogic power. For that you need to be soul conscious, fully soul conscious, 100%, not even 1% less. Only then you will be able to give the beggars. They are in a queue waiting just for a drop. And this is the time to accumulate, even for yourself, for 2500 years. Have you accumulated that much? That's another thing. Yeah. So when are you going to accumulate? Do you think you will be given another time? This is the time. Now or never.
Now or never.
Now or never. Yeah.
And
That's amazing. uh, so you don't know how much time is remaining. There is no guarantee for our life. We don't know when our soul will leave this body as per drama. It's already fixed. So even I happened to see a Facebook post when one said that time is the only thing that we spend without knowing the bank balance of time. We don't know the balance, but we keep spending it. We don't know how much is in store. Likewise, it's not only about spending time, but also it's about accumulating for 21 births. In addition, you should be able to give others as well. So you should have accumulated more than enough. But people, they go after that perishable money. They accumulate more than enough. I don't know what they are going to do because they may be billionaire or millionaire now. But what if they are born in a place where there is no food, like in South Africa, several places there is not enough food. They feed on wild animals. It may happen that they will take birth there. So what's the point of going after this perishable money? So that's the reason Baba says there is no time. You should never be content with this accumulation. When it comes to accumulation of God's property, you should never be content. But
we should be Jesus.
we should be.
But Baba said to be content.
When it comes to materialistic things, not to knowledge and yoga and power. You should be accumulating more and more so that you can give that to more and more. So you should never be content with your status, with your effort, with your service. You should always long for more and more. But people, on the other hand, they are content with what they do in service and in self effort, but they are not content with that physical wealth. So they are going in reverse, which means they don't have faith in God's knowledge. Because Baba has guaranteed, in the end, no one will have enough food, no matter whether they are billionaire or millionaire. But Baba guarantees, even at that time, I will feed you. Don't worry. You will never die of hunger. Then why should we bother about anything? So instead of going after that perishable wealth, why can't you spend equal time to accumulate this imperishable wealth? If you spend 8 hours in accumulating that perishable wealth, why can't you spend the same 8 hours for accumulating this imperishable wealth? Because Baba has divided 24 hours into four, right? First 8 hours for work, 8 hours for seva, 8 hours for rest,
Three, three.
3 8s. Okay, yes, 3 8s. Um, so why can't we do that?
Yes, we can do that. It's good
Mm,
to accumulation goes also through our energy.
yeah.
We can feel the
So
energy.
yeah, just like sun is always ready to give light and heat because it's the embodiment of light and heat. Like that, we should be the embodiment of love. We should be the embodiment of power. So whenever somebody comes near us, they should feel it. We should be radiating it automatically instead of just when somebody comes near us. We shouldn't start practicing only then. It should go on all the time. That's why Baba says to stay unlimited all the time. Stay in the unlimited. So you should come out of the limited, out of the limited body. That's what soul conscious is all about. Being unlimited is nothing but being soul conscious. When you consider yourself to be a soul, you don't consider anybody except Baba to be your relationship. You establish all relationships with just one. So when you establish all relationships with the uh, Supreme Almighty, then you will also be filled with might and light. So you will be radiating it all the time. So when you are able to do that, Baba says, you will be able to feel the pulse of not only those who are in front of you, but also those who are abroad. You'll be having their vision, and you will know exactly what you should give them. You will be sitting somewhere in India or somewhere, but you will be able to get the visions of everything that's happening around, just like how Baba gets. That's why Baba says, I'm making you equal to me. So Baba will give us vision so that all we need to do is to give that power. So that's we have uh, what to say. Um, Greatest duty, greatest hope Baba has on us. We should never uh, deceive him. He has such high hopes. Baba says every now and again that I have high hopes for double foreigners.
Yes.
That's
He
something
said
I don't know
that
how others are not even worried about that, because it is only through double foreigners Indians will get they will wake up.
double partners have to have so much more energy.
Responsibility.
They have to make
Yeah,
so
they're
much
more
more.
responsible in spreading this God's knowledge.
They have to be make more effort because they are not in India and it's such
Hmm.
a different vibration in the
Yeah, they
other
have to make more
countries.
effort, but at the same time, it's very easy for them also, for Westerners to spread this knowledge.
Oh.
Yeah, see, in Indians, if you happen to see our non-English videos, mostly women, they are BKs, but still they cover their face, like Muslims wearing hijab, because their parents don't allow them to appear in camera. But with foreigners, it's not the case. Now they can use that independence to reveal Baba, but we don't see a single video from a foreigner for non-BKs. Of course, they speak about positive thinking, just imitating BK Shivani, but they don't give Baba's knowledge. They just speak about positive thinking, which anybody can speak. What's the need for Brahmakumaris to speak that when everybody is speaking that? Eckhart Tolle is far better than any Brahmakumari in speaking about positive thinking, right? Ah,
Brahma Kumaris say in positive thinking, they say about God, they say about soul. So yeah,
they don't.
still,
They don't say about God. They, because here everything is about God. But maybe they will in the end they will say you will get this knowledge from Brahma Kumari Center. That's it. That's the only knowledge they give. They are not, no, throughout the video they'll be saying about the positive vibration, giving the positive thinking, just without the mention of God. Is
everyone is
that,
playing their own role. Nobody can do nothing without feeling they can do it.
yeah, we should first reveal
Have to be
where we
brave.
get this knowledge from. It's not through Brahma Kumaris, it's through God Himself. Baba says, okay, Brahma Kumaris, it's revealed. When will you reveal me? Who is the establisher of Brahma Kumaris? Nobody knows that God is the founder of Brahma Kumaris now. Everybody knows when we say Brahma Kumari, they say, that's BK Shivani's organization, right? They don't know it's God Shiva's organization. It's God Shiva's family. Everybody is a Brahma Kumari. They just are ignorant about that. We have to make them aware of that. That's why we are born to Him. That's what He means by I have more hopes on double foreigners. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I tried many double foreigners except you and one more brother from, I think, from Germany. Nobody is ready to come forward to speak about Baba. They give thousands of reasons not to do this seva.
Oh, I need to connect you with this brother. Did we finish the video?